Alright everyone, what's going on? I'm just going to teach you a little bit about how to do some of the tasks in Among Us on the map called the Skeld. We'll be going through the reactor, the upper and lower engines, as well as security. So we'll start by heading our way over there. As you can see, the reactor. So up here on your left hand side you have your tasks. So if you open that up, you'll be able to see your tasks, and it tells you right on the left side of all your tasks which room you need to go to. So mine says reactor, I need to start reactor. I'm going to go to the reactor room for that. Electrical, I need to divert power. I need to go to storage, upper engine, reactor. If you don't know where these rooms are, on the top right side there's this two little buttons there. There's one that's the gear, and the other one is a map underneath that. If you tap the map, it'll give you the map of the entire ship, and then you'll be able to see where we're heading is to the upper engine, reactor, and lower engine, as well as security. And it gives you an idea of where your tasks are supposed to be as well. So we head over to reactor here. Well, you see this one in here actually already. In the upper engine, we know we have to do this task here. So you'd hit the use button right in the bottom. This is the task where we need to align the engine output. So basically we just need to take this and move it up until that line is green, and that aligns the engine. You have to do that with both engines. So we'll go down to the lower engine, and the task is just down here on the lower engine, and then we'll also do that one here. Just line that right up, and we'll be good to go. Alright, now we're going to head to the reactor. The reactor is right between the two engines, right here. Now this one right here is the star reactor. It's really just a game of Simon Says. So you just look at what it tells you to do, and then you just copy that. So we'll just finish that here. There's a total of 5 sequences that just keeps adding on to. And if you make a mistake at any point in time, it will just restart you back at the beginning with a new pattern. We can also go up here. This one's also a reactor task. It's called the unlock manifolds, and basically you just need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you get one of those wrong, again, you just have to go back, restart. Now, the other task that we have, security, by the way, has nothing in it necessarily that's a task except for the divert power. But you can go on here, if you hit the little security button in the bottom right corner, it'll show you the cameras. Now, if you'll notice, when we're walking around, you'll be able to see these different locations, and you'll see all the cameras on each of the little, the little screens there, and they're all flashing red. In the bottom right corner, you'll actually see that's the doorway into security and the reactor. So if I just X out of that real quick and come over here, this is exactly where that was looking at. And there's a little camera right there, right above where my guy is. And so if we go back in here into security, when someone's on these, you'll notice now that that camera, again in the bottom right corner, now has a red light flashing on top of it. So you'll always know if someone's in security and watching the cameras if those little red lights are flashing. So if you're an imposter, you'll want to make sure that those are off if you're going to kill someone in the hallway. Anyway, we're going to keep going here. That's just something very fun and interesting in security. So we know we have a task here in electrical because it tells us on the left side, it says electrical divert power to security. That's just going to be right here. You'll just have to increase the one that is highlighted, which is this guy right here. And then you have to go back down and you have to collect that diverted power. Again, if you look in the top left corner now, it says security, so we have to go back to the room in security, and we also got a little yellow arrow telling us where to go. So for this one, you just need to tap that center area, it turns it, and then you'll be good to go. You've accepted the diverted power. Finally, we'll have to fuel the engines, so you head over to our storage, which is this guy right here. Again, if you didn't know, you can just go to your map, and it tells you storage, and it gives you that little exclamation mark. You head over here, you hit use, and you just gotta hold this button here, right beside, until you get to the top. And then you go. Now this one takes a little bit of time. Again, it gives you a little bit of an arrow, and it tells you in the task panel where you need to go. So this one's telling us to go to upper engine. You go to this little piece right here. Again, you press the button and it dumps all that fuel you just loaded up from storage into that engine. Now you've fueled the one engine, but you still have the other engine to go. So you gotta go all the way back to storage. Just use that guy again. Load it on up. Once that's finished, now it says go to the lower engine. We have to fuel those engines. And there we go. Now we just unload that, and we're done. That would be all of our tasks complete if we were playing a game. At this point, you'd want to walk around, follow someone, stay in a group, try and figure out who the killer is. What I like to do is I like to go into security, and I like to watch the cameras after I've finished my tasks, because it gives me the best vantage point, and I get to see people walking into rooms. And if I see two people walk in but one person walk out, or if I see someone walk into one room but then come down a different side, you can probably guess that they might be the imposter since they may have vented. But that is our first part of the tasks. So that's the tasks in security, the upper engine, lower engine, and the task in tasks in reactor. Now for the diverted power, again, if you look at my upper left taskbar, you'll see electrical divert power to somewhere else again. Divert power is able to happen in almost every single room. You'll always have to go to electrical to turn that and decide where it goes, and then go to the other room and collect it there. So I will no longer do that task after this video, but just know that that's always an option. Alright, I'll see you in the next part.